Hello, in this video I'll be showing you how to answer the NSAA 2017 Section 1 Question 50. For the two electrolytic processes where we have electrolysis of molten lead to chloride and electrolysis of brine, which is a sodium chloride solution. So which of these statements is or are correct? So let's look at each statement in turn. So statement 1. In both processes, reduction takes place at the negative electrode. So our negative electrode, we have electrons at the electrode, and since it's negatively charged, it will attract the positive ions. The positive ions will gain electrons, and the process of gaining electrons is reduction. So this statement is correct. Statement 2. If 20 grams of product is formed at the negative electrode in each process, then both will produce the same volume of chlorine at room temperature and pressure. Okay, so for our electrolysis of molten lead, we have at the cathode, the negative electrode, we have lead gaining 2 electrons to form lead metal. And at the anode, we have chlorine anion going to chlorine gas. So our moles of lead metal formed, which will be the same as the moles of chlorine formed, is the mass 20 over the atomic mass, which is 207. This gives us around roughly 0.1 mole. Now looking at the electrolysis of brine, so we have also at the anode we have chlorine going to chlorine gas. However, at the negative electrode, we don't have sodium, we have hydrogen cation going to hydrogen gas. This is because hydrogen is more stable, the sodium cation is more stable than the hydrogen cation, as the sodium is higher in the reactivity series. So our moles of hydrogen, which will be the same as the moles of chlorine, will be 20 over 2, and this gives us 10 moles of chlorine. So we can see here that we do not have the same moles of chlorine in each electrolysis, therefore we don't have the same volume of chlorine produced. Therefore, statement 2 is incorrect. Statement 3. In both processes, a metal is produced at the negative electrode. So we know from the previous part that for molten lead, we have at the negative electrode we have lead metal forming. However, for the electrolysis of brine, we don't have sodium forming, we have hydrogen gas forming. This is because sodium cation is more stable than the hydrogen cation, as sodium is high in the reactivity series. Therefore, this statement is incorrect. So only statement 1 is correct. So our answer here is B.